Hello and welcome. I'm Rambo Talabong and you're watching Rappler Talk. The Duterte government is fond of deadlines. 6 months to end drug and crime, 6 months to clear roads of illegal obstructions for traffic, 15 days for heinous crimes convicts to surrender. We speak to the man who is most busy with these deadlines, the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Eduardo Año. Sir, thank you so much for joining us in this program.
Thank you, Rambo.
Okay, sir. Punta tayo dun sa unang deadline na pressing ngayon, yung 15 days for surrender for heinous crimes convicts. The deadline is on September 18, 19, 20?
Tomorrow.
19, tomorrow.
Yes.
Ano sir mangyayari September 19?
Well, after September 19, yung mga hindi nag-turn over ng sarili nila, they will be now tracked and arrested by our Philippine National Police. And of course, from the Bucor also. Because we believe that they have not completed their terms, their sentences. So they have to show up and make themselves available for recomputation and re-evaluation.
Okay, sir.
Ang sabi naman natin, Pangulo, kapag mapatunayan na siya ay karapat-dapat, then he will be set free. At meron din sabi ng Pangulo na yung mga talagang sickly at matatanda na, nasa authority naman ng Pangulo kung gusto niyang bigyan ng amnesty, parole, or ano pang...
Pardon.
Pardon, yes, pardon.
Sir, nag-announce si Pangulo just recently na magkakaroon ng revamp sa Bucor. Paano
Yes.
sir mangyayari itong GCTE application ngayon? Mga magsusurrender, tapos magkakaroon ng revamp. Kaya ba yung pagsabayin nyo ng Bucor?
Yeah, oh. Ang i-revamp naman dyan, karamihan yung mga nasa higher ups, higher positions. Pero yung mga Bucor officials na in charge sa pag-conduct at pag-compute ng time allowances, andyan pa rin naman sila eh. Tapos magbubuo ng monitoring and screening and evaluation committee na siyang magre-recommend based doon sa computation kung itong PDL na ito ay pwede nang i-release or anong recommendation yung dapat nilang gawin. Hindi yan maapektuhan. Tuloy, sabi ko nga, kahit na suspend yung mga releases, tuloy-tuloy namang nag-accumulate yung time allowances nila based on good conduct.
Secretary, kakalabas nyo lang ng bagong IRR.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the final solution for this issue?
No, mayroon pang mga kailangang tingnan ang Kongreso dahil kung i-amend nila yung batas. Kailangan pang busisin nila ng stuff. But what we did is to clarify and give specific definitions on who are deserving or qualified for GCTA and who are not. And then who are really the persons who can grant time allowances. And we make sure that in every article, that particular provisions of exempting the habitual delinquents, the recidivists, the escapists, and the PDLs who are convicted with heinous crimes to remain as unqualified.
Ano sir yung dapat baguhin dun sa batas?
Palagay ko kasi ganito eh. Ang naging intention kasi ng batas ay para ma-encourage lahat na maging behave. No? Kaya nga tinaasan pa nila yung mga days. No?
Yes.
Sa lumang batas, sa revised penal code, 5 days lang for every 1 month. Ginawa nila rito
Mga 20 days.
20 days for after 2 years.
Yes.
And then 23 days after 5 years. And then 25 days after 10 years.
Ano dapat mangyari dun, sir?
Well, dapat kung merong batas na gano'n, sa tingin ko, yung mga heinous crimes, kung bibigyan man ng gano'n, not as much as those who are not convicted of heinous crimes.
Hindi dapat one size fits all.
Yes, oh. Kasi sa ngayon, yung mga dating preso before 2013,
Yes.
covered pa sila nung lumang batas. At nag-accumulate sila doon. After 2013, yung mga heinous crimes, hindi nakasama. Now, yung mga makukonvict uli ng heinous crimes, definitely hindi na rin sila kasama. Pati sa lumang batas, hindi na rin sila kasama.
Okay, sir.
So dapat ayusin ng Congress yan.
Okay, sir. At the heart of this issue is the Bureau of Corrections, sir. Ano sa tingin niyo yung naging problema? What is the root of corruption in Bucor? Bakit nangyari to?
Well, una-una, because of the unclear provisions of the IRR
Yes.
and the operational manual, they interpreted it on their own selves only. They did not ask clarifications from the DOJ, from the Supreme Court. So sa tingin nila, tama yung ginagawa nila. So, well, okay lang kung yun ang intention nila. But many also saw the opportunity to earn money out of this. They approach families and say, we can fast track the time allowances of your relative.
So the law is vague.
Yes.
And-
So doon pumasok yung mga tinatawag natin ng mga opportunist.
Sir, under your department is a bureau that's similar to the Bucor, the BJMP, which
Yeah,
manages jails. How can we assure na hindi magiging katulad ng Bucor ang BJMP?
Lesser complex ang BJMP because ang sineserve lang, ang kinocommit sa BJMP jails ay yung mga awaiting trials. At yung mga na sentensyahan ng 3 years lower. Meaning to say, ito yung tinatawag nating prison correctional. No? 3 years lower. So, meaning to say, kukunti lang yung period na kukumpitan sila ng time allowances. Ang makikinabang sila ng gusto doon, yung tinatawag na special time allowance during calamity or catastrophe. Kasi nakalagay doon, kapag ikaw ay isang sentensyado, nagkaroon ng lindol, tumakas ka, bumalik ka within 48 hours, 1/5 of your terms is deemed served. Kung ikaw naman ay hindi umalis, 2/5 of your term is served.
So ngayon, sir,
Kung nagkaroon pa ng another calamity, hindi ka na
bawas
naman, another 2/5.
okay.
So 1/5 na lang isi-serve mo. Kaya nananalangin sila ng
Ng bagyo,
Catastrophe.
catastrophe. So, systematically, sir, hindi ganun ka-pro ng BJMP. Pero hindi ba it works the same way that inmates can bribe officials?
well,
Paano ma-prevent
we
yung
started
BJMP?
actually this similar cleansing process in the BJMP. Nireorganize namin yung mga key officials and then we are very strict, particularly in ensuring that our people are really doing their job as mandated.
Marami na ba, sir, nasibak?
Marami na rin. Meron na rin kami mga na-dismiss, may mga na-investigahan. And I'm very particular, lalo na doon sa mga BJMP officials na tinitira yung mess allowance or meal allowance ng mga preso.
Yun yung kanilang modus na ginagawa,
yes,
meal
yes.
allowance. Tapos, drugs, nangyayari din ba? Na may pinapasok na drugs, may pinapasok na prostitutes?
May mga insidente before, but with our Operation Greyhound regularly, ginawa kasi namin dyan, for example, isang BJMP jail. No? Ang i-inspection dyan, tagalabas. No? Not the BJMP officials who were assigned into that BJMP detention center. So, there are what we call special units from the BJMP. Like for example, nasa region yan, sila yung bigla mag-Operation Greyhound. In fact, unaware yung,
official din.
yung nagmaman mismo. Secondly, we have joint inspection teams by the PNP and the BJMP. So, pag nagkaroon ng inspection dyan, yung PNP ang papasok, pupunta lang sa background yung BJMP.
Okay, sir.
And they do not have any idea kung ano yung mga priorities. You know, iyan marami kaming...
Sige, sir. I think
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about that in another interview, I guess. But to wrap up on this issue on the GCTA, yung pag-i-implement ngayon, sir, ng arrest order ni President tomorrow, September 19, hindi ba magiging mahirap kasi yung listahan ng Bucor hindi rin ganun ka-check? Inamin mismo ng Bucor sa Senate hearing na hindi siya checked. pinadali siya. Paano, sir, masisigurado na mga tamang tao yung babalik?
Well, actually, na-cross out na yung mga ibang tinatawag doon ng mga nasa listahan na hindi naman pala kasama doon. So, yung listahan na yun ang basis ng ating PNP para i-track. Even bago matapos yung deadline, pinag-aralan na nila kung saan nakatira. At tapos, naglabas din ako ng panawagan sa mga LGU at barangay captain na tumulong sila.
Sa paghahanap.
Puntahan na nila yung mga kamag-anak, kababayan nila, kabarangay, na alam naman nila kung sino yung mga recently na napalabas. At para himukin na sila, no, na mag-surrender na lang.
Parang tokhang.
Parang tokhang, pero hindi tokhang.
Hindi tokhang. Ilan na ngayon, sir?
Based doon sa figure namin, yung huling dumating sa akin, no, 622.
622 na lang out from
Yung,
19?
I mean, 622 yung nag-surrender.
Pero, sir, ilan yung
Pero ngayon nasa
ina-expect natin?
700 na eh.
Pero yung, sir, ina-expect natin, from 1914 na initial list na dapat bumalik, ilan na dapat ngayon yung babalik pagkatapos yung i-cross?
Well, dapat supposedly 1,000 will come, will surrender.
1,000.
Siguro by tomorrow, dyan mas maraming, kasi kanina nag-announce ang Pangulo na he is contemplating to put a reward money to those who will not surrender.
Magkano, sir?
1 million daw.
1 million.
Oo.
Okay, sir.
1 million. Pero, he's still contemplating, no? Wala pa siyang sinasabing,
Kasi ang dami nun.
uh,
Sir, let's move on to another issue. Speaking of security threats and national security threats, another hot issue is the AFP's partnership with the Dito Telecom community. I'm sure you know of this partnership ng AFP at saka ng China-backed telco to build infrastructures in military camps. What is your appreciation of this?
well, para sa akin, no, dapat ensure ng Armed Forces of the Philippines na talagang na-plug in nila yung anumang kung meron mang security risk or security problems there. But you see, no, I've been with the Armed Forces before, and I know the MOA or agreement of the Armed Forces with other telcos like Globe and Smart. Nakikiray doon sila doon sa mga towers sa long lines. Kasi yun yung mga nasa matataas na lugar. Tapos yun na rin yung mga nilalagyan natin ng mga microwave relay stations. Kaya very ideal. So, based on my conversation with the AAP Chief General Madrigal, ganun din naman yung ibinigay nilang privileges na makikilagay sila ng cell sites
sa loob ng campo.
yes. Sa loob ng kampo na mayroong tower, similar with the Globe and
Umabot ba sa inyo sa tenure nyo, sir, as AFP chief, itong at least yung conversations about this or leading up to this deal? Or bago lang ba?
bago lang ito. Hindi na umabot sa akin.
Hindi daw, sir, alam ni SND at that time, SND Lorenzana, yung pag-force itong partnership na to. Kayo, sir, were you privy of this partnership?
Well, actually, the telco, Miss Latel, no? Pumunta rin sila rito sa amin, tapos gusto rin nilang makipag-MOA. Sabi ko, I'll check it muna with my legal. So,
Kailan to, sir?
siguro mga about 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
So, pinacheck ko doon sa legal. There are some provisions in the MOA that I do not agree and I'm not comfortable. So, pinareview ko sa legal. And until now, hindi pa naman
So
kami.
parang it's still in the works.
Yes. But you know, in fairness to the AAP, it's not really the Chinese government is putting cell sites. It's a company, it's a Chinese company. No? But it's not the Chinese government.
But sir, isn't that, quite naive because Chinese companies are deeply entrenched in the political state in China? As in, meron links usually yung mga Chinese companies, especially Huawei.
Well, lahat naman yan ay nasa inherent right ng isang state to lahat ng citizens niya, lahat ng kanyang ay tumulong sa government, no? But telling for those people to spy is a different thing, you see, that is always the notion, no? Na ito gagamitin pang spy. But you really do not present an evidence or any sense na talagang nangyari yung ganon. Well, maybe because ang mga tao kasi, well, it's siguro part of the Cold War era na isa lang yung kalaban natin dyan, Russia, China, Russia, China.
Hindi ba,
We have
sir,
to open up our minds now na this is not the case, no? This is not the case. And if ever, let's say, for example, those technology, there is always a way to counter it.
Sir, sabi nyo kanina, pumunta rin dito yung Ms. Latel and there are provisions about that na hindi nyo nagustuhan. Ano yung mga provisions na yun?
Well, example lang doon yung if we do not agree in the future that we have to terminate and then there must be an arbitration and they're actually proposing na arbitration will be done in another country
Sa China.
like Hong Kong. So I do not agree with that. The arbitration should be done here inside the country.
So
For
yung
example,
yung paglapit, sir, na Ms. Latel dito na si DILG, it's about setting up, ano rin, telcos.
how can we work together so that they can help us and we can also help us. Actually, ang gusto talaga lang naman nila is really makiput up doon sa... Kaya meron tayong proposal na common tower eh. Common tower. Isang tower, lahat ng mga telcos nandiyan na. Para that is advantageous to the government also. Kasi madali, isa lang babantayan mo.
Pero dun sa deal na yun, sir, anong gustong gawin na Ms. Latel? Sa police camps naman? Or ano, sir, yung...
Well, it refers to some areas also na meron kaming mga towers na relay station na pwede sila makiride on.
Government
Just like
towers.
PNP towers, no?
PNP towers.
Just like Smart and
Globe.
and Globe. Actually, yung backbone ng Smart and Globe ay Huawei din. Huawei din ang backbone nila. It's not, actually, there's no difference between the new telco and the Smart and the Globe. Parehas lang.
Pero hindi ba, sir, worrying kasi our allies, long ally, for example, is the US, and you studied in the US, you're familiar with working with them too, is they flagged China-based companies as possibly spying, and it's not just the US but also allies with NATO, big countries.
Again,
How should we appreciate that?
Again, that you'll go back again to what is the basis and what is the evidence. Was there a case? Look at United Kingdom, you look at Germany, they are also allies of the United States, but they allow Huawei there. So, hindi kasi, mahirap naman kasi na yung isang country sinabi ay bawal yan, bawal nyo rin lahat.
Yes.
Well, we have an independent foreign policy. Bakit bawal? Anong basis?
So sa inyo, sir, wala
Wala pa kasi tayong batas eh. Sa US, meron sila. Congress does not allow American company to take Huawei. Sa atin wala tayong batas eh. If probably Congress and Senate will pass a law at meron tayo.
But do you think there's enough reason to do a similar legislation? Have you received information that would convince you to also rally against
Well, I'm an
China-based
intelligence
companies?
officer. I've not seen one.
Wala ka pa
Right
rin
now, oh, yeah.
Okay,
I've
sir.
not seen one.
Balik tayo, sir, dun sa deal ng AFP at saka nandito. Ano, sir, nabasa niyo na ba yung deal? Ano yung pagtingin niyo dun sa deal na yun? What should AFP do with it?
Well, isa subject pa naman yan sa approval ng Secretary of National Defense. And I think the Secretary of National Defense, together with his lawyers, they have a good legal team to review. And I cannot comment on that because that's a different department. But I'm sure the Secretary Lorenzana will make a right decision on that.
Wala, sir, Ms. Latel deal din at when you were AFP chief, walang conversation at least building up to the current deal?
Wala, during my time, wala.
Okay, sir. Another national security issue that you also raised this time is communists, something
Yes,
that you've
yes.
worked on a long time for your
Yeah.
military career, and you pushed for the anti-subversion law, sir. Where are we there? Are we still pushing for that?
There are many congressmen and senators who are actually supporting. But I think wag na tayo doon sa restoration of anti-subversion law because gas-gas na yun eh. We can make another law, an enactment to outlaw the Communist Party of the Philippines and its created front organization.
Isn't that the same as anti-subversion?
No, it's different because yung public, if I may give some historical account, yung kasing anti-subversion law was enacted during the time of President Garcia 1957. Sa US, nagkaroon ng Communist Control Act in 1954. They're almost similar. Pag tingnan mo yung wordings, almost similar because at the time, talagang Cold War era, talagang communist yung kalaban. Now, the law was very effective. In fact, because of that, nawala yung rebellion ng Partido Komunista ng Pilipinas under Luis Taruc and the Lava Brothers.
That's for the hope.
Yes, for the Hawk. Nag-surrender sila, nagkaroon ng agreement, nagkaroon ng amnesty, finish. But at the time, there was a young guy, Joe Masison, who is in charge of the Youth Bureau of PKP. He broke away together with the Kabataan Makabayan and then established the new Communist Party of the Philippines. So, maliit lang yung number na yan. And then martial law was declared. The problem, during that time, ginamit ni Marcos yung anti-subversion law. In-expand niya. So, he issued Presidential Decree 886 and Presidential Decree, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1871.
Yes.
Expanding the coverage. This time,
Anyone
anyone who is trying to overthrow the country, dissenting the
suspected
country,
of doing it.
and being supported directly or indirectly by a foreign country will be guilty of subversion.
Anong pinagkaiba nito, sir, sa bagong ipropose niyong batas?
Basically, it will not cover activism. It will not cover oppositionists and other legal
France?
legal organizations that are criticizing the government, but only the Communist Party of the Philippines. Why Communist Party of the Philippines? Because Communist Party of the Philippines leads the New People's Army, and they espouses the violent struggle. You look at the CPP, NPA bylaws, constitution and bylaws. They will only uphold the armed struggle and encircling the cities from the countryside. All other struggles are just in support. Peace negotiation, parliamentary struggle, united mass movement are all in support of the New People's Army or the armed struggle. So, doon pa lang sa pagsali mo sa CPP as member, ini-embrace mo na yan. So, meaning to say, you are actually the New People's Army leadership.
So to be clear, sir, sympathizers, people who also believe in communist ideology but not necessarily a member of the CPP,
No, we are just,
they will not
no,
be
we are just
persecuted.
running after the Communist Party members.
What made you change your mind
What
about
what
this,
do you
sir?
mean?
Kasi sir, dati sabi niyo blanket na anyone who's related.
I don't know.
even
We have to
front
qualify.
organizations.
But that would differentiate actually with the old anti-subversion law
Yes.
that was expanded by President Marcos. For example, League of Filipino Student. League of Filipino Student is legal. There's no problem with that because the members of there are students and youth. No? But inside the League of Filipino Student is an underground organization like Kabataan Makabayan. So, pag ikaw ay naging party member, estudyante ka, ordinaryo, nag-undergo ka ng mga kurso, discussion, finally naging candidate member ka, then you will become a member of the Kabataan Makabayan. Yun yung habulin natin. The KM inside the League of Filipino Students.
Na merong direct link sa CPP.
Because they are party members.
Sir, to wrap up on this anti-subversion law issue, isn't it going to be an issue that when you brand communists as terrorists and outlaw communism, hindi ba mawawala ng free thought for it? Kasi even Marxism is taught, basic Marxism in universities. Hindi ba brand yung mismong study of it as an act of terrorism?
No.
Illegal?
That's why we need the law, because the law will define these organizations that were created by the Communist Party of the Philippines.
Okay, so one of my last few topics, sir, let's go local. One of your deadlines too is, it's also coming up, yung 60-day deadline.
Oh, yes.
Kailan yun, sir? September 29.
September 29.
Kamusta, sir, ang LGUs natin? Are they keeping up?
They're
with the
reacting,
60 days?
they're doing the clearing, and in fact, sumobra pa nga iba eh. Ginamit nga nila yung MC sa road widening. which is actually I'm going to issue some statement to the LGU to refrain from using my MC in
As a basis for
road widening because that is entirely different. That is with the DPWH.
Sir, agad-agad bang mag-show cause order release tayo? Hindi ba unfair yan, for example, sa Quezon City as compared to San Juan? Kasi sa Quezon City, ang laki. San Juan, maliit lang. Ano ba? Will we also
Merong rating system May monitoring, evaluation, and rating system. So we will grade them kung ilan yung percentage na natapos nila. With that rating, we can also decide or do the appropriate action kung ito ba magbe-merit na diretso investigation or probably i-show cause lang natin at kung ano yung plano niya, how many days pa niya kayang tapusin. Kasi hindi naman talaga mayan mape-perfect na 100
But hindi siya one size fits all na deadline.
Yes. No. The deadline is 60 days. But based on what you have done, diyan papasok yung tamang course of action.
Sir, question for this is, after 60 days, paano natin mapanatiling clear our roads?
Well, we now empower the barangay captain who shall make sure that they will maintain the cleared roads. If hindi nila magawa yan, then I will make them accountable.
Sir, at its core, this issue is about traffic. Kasi ang dismal ng traffic sa Metro Manila. What do you think is the local government solution to this?
For the traffic?
Yes.
Of course, number one solution is mass transport. But dahil wala pa tayong mass transport, baka siguro 2 or 3 years pa, so kailangan natin dito regulation on saan dapat dadaan yung buses, yung private cars, yung color code scheme natin, appropriate ba siya o dapat i-amend. And then we have to build some additional infrastructures to help the pedestrian.
National government dapat. Sir,
National
local,
government.
National government.
But yung clearing ng roads,
That's
malaking
local.
tulong yan. Kasi yung mga access roads, yung mga mabuhay lanes, pagka-clear yan, magpo-flow yung traffic. Mawala yung clog.
Sir,
Hindi kaya ng LGU lang yan. Kailangan talagang interagency talaga ito.
okay, sir. To wrap up my interview, sir, let's go and look back in the last 3 years of the Duterte administration. I'm curious about your participation in the cabinet. How has it been? Kasi, sir, you're visibly one of the most trusted men of the president.
Well, lahat naman kami trusted. Hindi naman, lahat naman kami trusted.
Okay.
But if you are in the cabinet, you are really trusted by the president. Maganda yung interplay sa cabinet because pag nagkakaroon ng cabinet meeting, masaya. Why masaya? Because wala nagtatapakan ng kwan. Everybody is on equal footing and we have mutual respect. And anyone who speaks, the president listens, everybody listens.
Does he bark orders during cabinet meetings?
Oh, yes,
Ano,
yes.
sir? As in talagang, Anyo, ganito gawin mo. Bernadette, Romulo Puyat, ganito gawin mo.
Well,
As in,
depende sa agenda at sa topic, but mostly, President is an action man. Immediately, kung sinong particular cabinet secretary, sabihin niya na kagad,
What
do
upsets
this.
him the most?
Corruption. Corruption and inaction. If there are complaints, if there are incidents because of some negligence of a particular department or doon siya napipiss off, doon siya nagkagalit.
What appeases him? And
Yung
what
bureaucracy na mabagal. For example, here comes somebody who's applying for something and then
hindi
it will take
na-deliver?
days, months.
Delay.
Well, there are many occasions that the president is really fed up and
What
he
places-
stood up and then he walked out of the room and then tried to cool down and then come back again for about 30 minutes.
Babalik siya.
Babalik siya.
Mag-ano mo siya mag-rarant.
Yes.
On the other side, sir, what pleases him, what appeases him?
Well, siyempre, napiplease siya kapag may magagandang feedback galing sa mga tao about, efficient service of the government. Yun. And then secondly, well, of course, ang kanyang talagang focus is drugs. So he really wanted to end the drug problem. Peace and order. The CPP-NPA He really wanted also to finish the communist insurgency before the end of his term. Yan yung talagang gusto niya mangyari.
Sir, last question ko sa inyo naman. What do you think is the biggest achievement of the DILG in the last 3 years? And what is something that it still needs to work on?
Well, para sa akin, the most important is the DILG being relevant in the life of every Filipino. Na kung may problema sila, because nagpabaya yung local government, alam nila there is the DILG who will champion them. In peace and order and public safety, alam nila na the DILG is there to protect the people, to make sure that lives are saved, lives are being saved, and alam nila na accessible ang DILG. So, I realized kasi na before, when I was still with the Armed Forces of the Philippines, I didn't really realize how big the DILG is. Parang tingin ko, isa lang siyang ordinary department na andyan lang. Because dito ako sa Department of National Defense. Nung pumasok na ako dito, nakita ko na the DILG is really into everything. For example, DOH, the Department of Agriculture. Ang dami nilang programs. Ang dami nilang projects for the people. Who is going to implement? LGU.
LGU lagi.
So they have to partner with us, and I have to make sure that the LGU will do their part. Totoo yan. Kahit, for example, simple lang na yung isang magsasaka, dadalhin yung goods niya, papunta doon sa merkado, dadaan ng 3 LGUs. Lahat yun maniningil sa kanya ng road, parang road permit niya. Eh di lalaki yung presyo ng
So talagang nararamdaman yung DILG dun sa mismong directives ng kahit anong department. Kasi sa inyo din pumupunta.
Yes.
Always LGU. Yes. Something that the DILG...
And I want to make sure that these elected officials are really elected because they will address the concerns of the people.
What is something that the DILG still has to work on?
Yes. If they are not doing their mandated job, ako yung kalaban nila. I will not allow these mayors and governors to finish their term. Okay. We will make sure that the vice mayor or the first councilor will take their job and do the right thing. So being elected is not as an assurance or insurance that you will finish the term if you're not doing your job.
Okay, sir. That's all from me, sir. Thank you so much for attending and guesting in our Rappler Talk interview. That has been SILG Eduardo Año. This has been Rappler Talk. I'm Rambo Talabong. Thank you for watching.